Alright fellas, we're back. Just when I think the takes can't get any worse, the internet proves me wrong. Today's clips are loaded with delusion, double standards, and a couple moments that are just too good to let slide. Stick around, because the final one had me looking at the screen like, are you serious right now? Before we get started, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's get into it.
Do you trust your man around other women?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you trust other women around your man?
No. No.
If women don't even trust other women, why would they expect a man to trust women?
This right here tells you everything. Even women don't trust women. They'll admit it without hesitation, and yet men are supposed to ignore that fact and play dumb. Deep down, they know exactly how their own gender moves, which is why the double standard is so obvious. But the second a man says the same thing out loud, he's called insecure.
How many days make up a year?
How many days make up a year? 100.
100?
Wait, is it 100?
50. What'd you say?
50.
What is the smallest four-digit number?
Small four-digit number?
Smallest four-digit number.
4?
What?
Wait. What is that?
Smallest four-digit number. What is the smallest four-digit number?
4? Wait, what? 0.
What continent are we living on right now?
What continent? Continent? Wait, what is Washington. Washington.
What country is Hawaii in?
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Hawaii, right? Yeah, Hawaii.
What is 9 times 9?
72. 72.
How many planets are there on the solar system?
Plants?
Planets.
30. 50.
If you guys were to drive 60 miles an hour for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
30 miles an hour.
This is what happens when TikTok confidence meets zero basic knowledge. A whole year has 100 days. Hawaii is its own country, and Washington is apparently a continent. But these are the same women who tell you they only date men who stimulate them intellectually. The bar is low, but the standards are sky high.
Would you rather break up or let me go through your text right now? You go through them right now, on camera.
I have an ultimatum.
Yeah, either we break up or you let me go through them.
Who's asking that?
No, let me see.
Is this like a new thing or what?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
Okay, well don't just reach for my phone. Like I have stuff on there that like is not your business. What are you talking about?
Well, which one are you choosing?
Why do I have to choose? Why is that a thing? It's not how relationships work. So what are you talking about?
Which one are you picking? Are we breaking up or can I go through your text?
Okay, well what if one option just leads to us breaking up anyways? Like,
So then it's wraps.
no, I never said that. But like, I know you're sensitive and stuff.
I'm not sensitive.
No, I think you're sensitive and you're insecure, and that's the problem that we need to work on. I think we need to go to couples therapy, probably. Yeah.
I think you need to go to therapy by yourself. Maybe the therapist can just get to the bottom of your scummy ass text.
Who said I'm texting anyone?
Okay, then let's read them if you got nothing to hide.
Maybe.
Don't touch me.
Stop playing.
Nah.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, either let me go through them or we're done. It's not funny.
Babe. Literally stop.
Alright, no, I'm
Stop
done.
playing.
No.
Textbook guilty reaction. The second he brought up going through her phone, she flipped it back on him with, "You're insecure, you're sensitive, we need therapy. If you've got nothing to hide, it's not that deep." But women know once the phone opens up, the whole house of cards collapses. That's why the deflection game always comes out first.
Because I hate cooking.
I don't give a f. He probably hates working his extra job.
Yeah, but I hate cooking. So.
I don't give a f. He probably hates working his extra job. Can we say something that wasn't just copy and pasted?
I can try, but I don't know if I could actually do it.
What the f are you doing here, dude? What was this a desperate attempt at marriage? Like,
No.
what are we trying to do?
No.
She's okay with spending more money. I'm sorry, I'm being rude, but I don't give a f. She's okay with spending more money. You're not. You're willing to sacrifice by going and working your ass off. She's not willing to literally cook a meal. What are we doing? How do you guys vibe and last together?
Imagine admitting you'd rather your man break his back working extra hours than you spend 20 minutes cooking dinner. That's the kind of mindset that kills relationships. Partnership means both people make sacrifices, but modern women act like sacrifice is a one-way street. If he's willing to grind for you, the least you can do is boil some rice.
Oh, shut up, bro. Shut up.
Shut up. Why? Alexia, shut up.
What?
That is disrespectful. Shut up.
Bro, what you... Bro, it was a friendly shut up. I always
Personally,
do that.
I don't take that. That's disrespectful. You need to either break up or leave him. That is so rude.
What?
Dead ass. That's
He's exactly. He's disrespecting
What do you... You're agreeing with her? What do you... we always...
Now he's
like
yelling at you. Now he's yelling at you, bro. I can't...
Whoa.
Why would I... This is an
what-
abusive relationship.
Wow. Now I think about it.
Yes.
Are you serious right... Bro.
Why would you?
Why are you
treat me
yelling
like
at
this?
her?
Alright.
What did I do?
This is why I
to
don't
you?
like when she's around, see?
Now he's trying to break up the
Now
friendship.
it's like...
This is exactly why you don't let the best friend tag along. He says, shut up in a playful way, and suddenly she's in the back acting like she just witnessed a felony. Instigating, gaslighting, and stirring drama in someone else's relationship. Half the time, it's not even about what he said. It's about the friend wanting control. And if your girl listens to her instead of you, you don't just have one problem, you've got two.
I don't know how else to say this, but my husband is manipulating and emotionally abusing me.
Oh, man.
Tell me about it. Whatever you're comfortable talking about. Yeah, I don't want you to just talk. Tell me as much as you feel comfortable telling me.
Okay, so let me just start from the beginning. When my husband and I first started dating, we had this deep conversation about cheating. He told me, clear as day, if this ever happens, I need to know straight away. If you tell me and it only happens once, I think I could forgive you. And honestly, that stuck with me. It made me feel like, okay, if I ever screwed up, at least being honest would matter to him more. Fast forward 5 years and we're married now. A couple weeks ago, there was this company party, and I don't even know how to say this, but I made a huge mistake. I slept with a coworker. I know, it's awful. It was a moment of weakness, and I've hated myself every second since it happened. That conversation we had all those years ago, it kept playing in my head. I thought, if I just told him, at least I'd have a chance to fix things, you know?
Funny how it always starts with, he's emotionally abusive. Like, that makes what comes next easier to swallow. Then a few minutes later, the real story comes out. She cheated. And just like that, the focus flips from her mistake to her being the victim. It's the same pattern every time. Shift the blame, soften the guilt, and hope people forget you blew up your own marriage. If honesty really mattered, you wouldn't have crossed that line in the first place.
How are you equal if the men are the ones that have to fight and to defend the country? The men are the ones that build and maintain all the infrastructure, right? Like, none of this stuff in the studio is built or maintained by women. Do you know that like 90% of infrastructure jobs are still held by men? Mm-hmm. And that if you look at the top 20 jobs held by women now, in 2024 versus 1924 are almost the exact same. So women have had 100 years to do whatever they want, and they still do the same 20 jobs they did 100 years ago, other than we switched out farm labor for HR work. But other than that, we're secretaries, nurses, daycare ladies, early childhood education, administrative assistants, retail workers, all the same that we were a century ago.
See, this is the part nobody wants to admit. All the equality talk sounds nice until you look at who's actually building and maintaining the world. Men are still carrying the heavy load, while women keep choosing the same jobs they've had for a century. And yet we're supposed to pretend everything is exactly 50-50. If it weren't for men fighting, building, and maintaining, there wouldn't even be a platform for these debates. Equality is a nice slogan, but reality tells a different story.
Men will keep doing for other people what's appreciated. They need to be appreciated a lot. So much of what stops happening is because we expect them to do it. And so we think they don't deserve appreciation for doing something they just should do. So we don't appreciate them.
Wow. We stop saying thank you.
We stop being thank you. Honey, thank you. Thanks for doing that for me. And this is where We take so many things personally that aren't personal. Like single focus, we take personally, he's ignoring me. No, he's ignoring everything but what he's doing, and he didn't have to do that. His brain did it for him. But so there's all these things we take personally, and then there's the things we don't take personally. That what they do for us, they do for us. What they do.
You don't hear this often. A woman actually admitting men deserve appreciation. And she's right. The second people stop saying thank you, or men stop wanting to do the extra. It's not because they're lazy, it's because no one wants to bust their ass just to be treated like it's expected. Funny thing is, women demand constant appreciation and compliments, but men are told to just deal with it in silence. Respect goes both ways, and too many people forget that.
When they got divorced, I didn't realize why because I was a kid. My sister was like, Mom was cheating on Dad. Oh my goodness. I didn't know about that. My mom too. Yeah. I remember when I was like 12 and then I asked my dad why he didn't wear a ring. And then my dad really sadly while driving looking straight ahead was like, because your mom doesn't love me anymore. Oh my.
Man, imagine after all that, she gets the house and your kids hate you because they think it's your fault. That's somebody's life right now, man. Somebody's wife cheated on him, and instead of saying sorry or any of that, she just handed him divorce papers one day, got a lawyer, and took the house, and the kids hate him, and now he lives in a one-bedroom apartment alone. And he spent all his life, his whole marriage, taking care of his family. He was loyal the whole time, and she just moved on with her personal trainer or her karate instructor. That's somebody's life right now.
This is exactly why so many men don't see marriage as worth it anymore. You can give everything, stay loyal, raise a family, and still end up with nothing the second she decides she's done. She gets the house, the kids, and he's left alone like he was the problem. And nobody questions it, because when women walk away, it's always painted as justified. And then they wonder why insurance is higher for women. 1 second on the road, 10 seconds on the phone, and it always ends the same way. Loud excuses, zero accountability.
So you got a cell phone on the game? Don't be texting other bitches on there, bro. Them player bitches. Let me go back. Let me see the text messages. Let me see the damn text messages.
Can't even play GTA in peace without her accusing him of cheating on a virtual cell phone. That level of insecurity isn't love, it's insanity.
Out to the Bonnet crew. How old are you?
I'll be 21 in 7 days. I want a high value man.
Why do you want a high value man?
I deserve that.
You don't deserve anything.
Oh, okay.
Who are you?
Simone.
Simone deserves nothing. What makes you so special? Do you deserve access to somebody else's stuff?
Nothing really makes me special to deserve access to anybody's thing.
Thank you. So you don't deserve a high value man. Nobody deserves anything. We earn. And there's something called only child syndrome. What was that?
What is what?
Was there somebody screaming in the background?
No.
But I do have a question for you. Why come on to the program with a bonnet on?
I'm comfortable. This is me.
Okay. Right, but you want a high-value man. I probably should have excused myself, taken it out, and presented myself in a better light because hundreds of thousands of people, 20,000 folks, let's have the conversation. But I'm comfortable. It's all about me. What value is a selfish person in a relationship to anybody?
Thank you.
That's a question.
Ask it again, please.
Kick rocks.
Every girl says the same thing. I deserve a high-value man. Deserve? You don't just get handed that. You earn it. And if you're showing up in a bonnet talking about value, you already lost the argument. That's entitlement. Plain and simple.
So I remember some years ago when my daughter's mom put me out of a house that we bought together, but my name wasn't on the deed and anything, so that's another lesson I had to learn. She put me out of the house and she started talking to another guy. And I remember we was moving my stuff out, me and my brother, moving my stuff out. And he looked at me. He said, man, this messed up, man. This messed up. I said, don't worry about it, Chief. I said, you know, it's my fault. He said, no, it's not. No, it's not. I said, don't worry about it. So then sometime later, she ended up putting me on child support for no reason, because I gave her money out of every check. And I had my daughter every weekend. Whenever she told me she needed something, I went and bought it. If she needed me to keep her during the week or whatever, I did everything. She was really just mad because her relationship failed and I had got into a new relationship. But anyway, I sat down with my brother one day. We was talking. And he said, man, it's just so hard for me to see you going through this with her, knowing that you don't deserve it. I looked at him. I said, yes, I do.
That right there shows how deep the conditioning runs. A man gets kicked out of the house he paid for, put on child support after already providing, and somehow he still says, yeah, I deserve this. That's not accountability, that's defeat. Too many men blame themselves for women's choices, when the truth is they were set up to lose from the start.
I said I deserve all that. I deserve the child support. I deserve being put out. I ain't had nothing, had to start all the way over. I took a heater from the house we were in just to keep myself warm because my utilities wasn't going to be cut on for another week. She told me to bring it back. That's just how it was. And he said, what you mean? I just looked at him. I said, look, dude, before me and her started talking, I knew she had a stink attitude. I knew certain things about her and the way she moved that I decided to look past because I wanted to see the good in somebody, because me, I know my past. I haven't always been right, and I wanted somebody to see the good in me. So I gave her a chance. But even through that chance, she didn't do anything to ease my mind as far as my concerns, but it started to show more, and I kept looking past it. I said, you might feel like I didn't deserve to get put out that house. You might feel like I didn't deserve to get put on child support or any other stuff that she started dragging me through. I said, but the fact is, I am the reason that I went through that stuff.
This is where it gets tough to hear. He's freezing in an empty house, getting drained for child support, and still saying, I deserved it. Not because he cheated, not because he was a bad dad, but because he ignored the red flags from the start. That's the trap a lot of men fall into, wanting so badly to see the good in her that they blind themselves to the reality staring them in the face. And when it all blows up, they don't blame her, they blame themselves.
Because I knew at that point, even though I couldn't know what was going to happen in the future, I knew enough at that point in time that we didn't need to have a future. If she got pregnant once, she had a miscarriage. That was my chance again. Life was trying to let me off the hook. And that's what happens in life sometimes. You get the warning signs and sometimes you catch a break. And if you be hard-headed and you're determined to do what you want to do, you got to be ready for the consequences. So I didn't sit back feeling sorry for myself and saying, oh, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that. I had to be a man. I had to say, you know what? That's my fault. I got to learn. I got to move better. I got to do better. That's all you can do. Feeling sorry for myself, sitting back, picking straws, trying to figure out why this happened and why that happened. I know why it happened. It happened because I was being stupid. It happened because I didn't pay attention. And it happened because nobody could tell me anything, not even myself. So yes, I deserved every last bit of it.
This one hits different. Most guys in his spot would say, I didn't deserve this, but he takes it the other way. He admits the warning signs were there, he ignored them, and now he owns it as his fault. And that's the sad part. Too many men learn the hard way that ignoring red flags costs you everything. Sometimes life gives you an out, and if you don't take it, you pay the price. At least he walked away with the lesson, and that's where we'll wrap it up for today, fellas. Drop your thoughts below. Let me know if you think he's being too hard on himself, or if this is exactly the mindset men need. Don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.